Hey there, what's up? My name is Ryan. In this video, I'm about to play Viticulture on solo mode. But not just solo mode, hard solo mode. Viticulture solo mode has a really special place in my heart because not only is Viticulture one of my favorite games, but Viticulture solo mode is one of the first games I ever tried on solo mode. But I've never tried to go over to the other side of the page there and up the difficulty to hard, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to play an entire regular game of Viticulture solo mode, but do it on the hard difficulty setting. If you're enjoying the playthrough as you go along, of course, go down below and hit that like button. But for right now, we're going to jump in. All right, got the game all set up here. I'm playing as Margaret and Jay, so I already have my initial cards, my initial money, and I start with the Yakuza bonus. This solo game will go over 7 rounds right here. There are 7 cubes. I can take each one of these bonuses one time. Once the 7th one is taken, that shows it's the last round. The round will be over. I have to get to 20 points. The opponent here, the yellow, starts out at 20. I start out at 0. Now I have to get to over 20 points to win by the end of the 7th round. Speaking of the opponent, like I said, I am playing on hard mode, difficult modes. What that means is these cards here are going to be flipped out one at a time for the opponent. And typically you can have, let me find a good example here. Typically you can have a lucky flip like this right here in the spring season. Not a single action will be blocked by him. He's going to be taking his workers and blocking my actions. Like if he puts a guy here, I can't plant this turn. So what's different about hard mode is if he flips his card out here and I'm like, oh cool, I'm lucky, nothing gets blocked, he has to continue drawing cards until at least 2 spots are blocked every season. In this example, he would block this one, that I had to keep flipping because only 1 got blocked. Anyways, it makes it a lot more difficult because a lot more spots are going to get blocked throughout the game. All right, with that being said, I'm ready to jump right in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this wake up order right here, the 7th spot. I'm going to save this glass bead for later. I can use that for a bonus. And I get to grab this round's bonus, which is an extra worker this turn. Now, before I start placing workers, we have to see what the Automa, the opponent, actually blocks. So he's going to block, draw a green card. He's also going to block, play a yellow. Now, I'm in spring. I only worry about the 2 actions here at the top. I ignore the winter ones. When I get to the winter season, I'll draw another card that will block some winter actions. But since that's 2 actions, I don't draw a bonus card. That's always going to block, and it's on to my turn. I think what I want to do this round is really go for this structure building. So I have a couple really good grape cards here I can put in my fields. These get added to the field and will give me basically that level of wine later, or grape to pick that becomes wine. It's great, but these require special buildings to be built to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go here and I'm going to spend money to build a building. I want to build my trellis. So I'm going to spend these 2 coins. That price is right there, and I'm going to place a trellis right here. I'm going to go ahead and use my Grande worker now. The Grande worker is a worker that can go in the same spot as anyone else. I could like reuse a spot during a turn, which sounds overpowered. It is, but I only get 1 of them for the whole year. So if I use him now, I won't get him the rest of the year, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and use them. Spend this yellow card right here. This yellow card says I can build a structure at a 2 discount. I'm going to build this irrigation right here, which normally costs 3, but I can buy it for only 1 because I get a 2 discount. Now I kind of have a tough decision. I could go ahead and use one of my guys and plant these grapes into my field, which is really tempting. So I can go ahead and start harvesting on turn 1. I really like that idea, but at the same time, I really like the idea of training new workers. So I think, it's hard to decide. I think I'm gonna go for the training workers route. So I'm gonna take a guy here. I'm going to sell a field. Now I'm going to sell this middle field, which is a value of 6. I'm going to put a little card here to remember that I sold this field for a value of 6. That means I can't put grapes into that field, so I kind of effectively killed that field for myself unless I buy it back later. But it gives me 6 money, which is quite a bit. So I'm going to do 6 coins out. And now I will pass to the next season. Now I do have a worker. It's not a Grande, so it's possible I do get blocked in the next season. I'm just going to take that risk. I'm going to grab a blue card here. Okay, this one's kind of nice. Lets me make wine. It won't help me right now, but it'll help me later in the game. Okay, now we're going to see what he blocks for the winter season. We flip this over, and he blocks 2 things. He blocks train a worker. Oh, that's what I really wanted. And he blocks harvest a field. So I got all this money and I saved a worker just for the purpose of training another worker, and I will not be able to do it because both those got blocked. So I'm going to do the only other valuable thing I can do because I can't fill, I can't make wine, I can't use that blue card. I'm going to go here and draw a purple card, which is fine. I have to do this anyway at some point because I have to start seeing what goals I have. That is a very low value card, but at least tells me that I can possibly fill an order here pretty soon. Okay, so at the end of the season, I'm going to age all my grapes. I don't have any grapes to age. I'm going to retrieve my workers, retrieve Automa's workers, and I'm going to choose a new spot in the wake up track. And I think I'm going to go this one right here and grab an extra yellow card because I'm really curious if I can get something that would help even if he blocks. Okay, now to see what he blocks. So we're going to flip this over and he's going to block the Give a Tour to gain 2 coins, so I can't go there. But this is a hard variant. He only blocked 1 thing in this season. This is this winter there. So I have to draw another card and he blocks nothing in that one again. So draw another card and he's going to block, and this is what the bad things that could happen. He's going to block the plant, and he's going to block sell a field. He still places both of them on this round, even though he already got to his 2. So he's going to be doing a lot more blocking this game. So I only have a few workers to work with. This is with the tough decisions. I could go ahead and plant a field anyway right here at my grande, but again, I'm at risk of not being able to train a worker again. I feel like I have to get a few workers to win this game. Okay, so I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go ahead and spend one of the glass beads to allow me to hit the bonus action. So I'm going to draw 2 green cards, 1 green card for going there, 1 green card for spending a glass bead for the bonus. And I have 2 okay green cards. I really feel like I might need a little more wine going this game. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to go ahead and use this worker right here. And I'm going to play yellow card because I don't want to have a situation where I don't have enough cards spots. I'm going to play this one here. It just says gain 4 coins. I'm going to take that option. So I have enough money now to do almost everything I need to do in the game. I have plenty of money, and I just need to start getting the workers to do it. So now I pass the next season. I'm going to go ahead and grab another yellow card because I want to keep something valuable to do there. Cool. Draw cards, plant, or okay, so this is cool. So the more I can plant, the better. Those are good for the yellow. That's what I was kind of hoping for. So now we're going to see what he blocks over here. He's going to block play a blue card right there. I have to draw another card, unfortunately, and nothing gets blocked on that one. Draw another card. We're going to block the fill in order and block make up to 2 wines. He just ran out of workers. If he ever completely runs out of workers, you don't place the remaining ones, thankfully. But I have 1 grande, and I'm going to go right here, train a worker, because I don't think I can win this game without training at least a couple workers. So a training worker costs 4 coins. I'm going to spend that right there, and that's right at the end of the season. Nothing to age. I'm going to take my workers back here. Take the Ottomans workers back. And I'm on to the next season. I think I'm going to grab this purple card here and just kind of see which goals I'm going to have available to me. Now I do need to get rid of some cards in my hand because I'm going to have an overwhelming amount of cards pretty soon here. Okay, that's interesting. So I have this one here, which is a 3 and a 7. So that tells me I'm probably going to need to get some higher level wines at some point, but that's fine. That's worth 5 victory points. That is quite a bit. So I kind of like that card. Okay, let's see what he is going to block. So block, draw a green card, and play a yellow card. Okay, so I'm going to try to get a lot of stuff done in this season, this turn, because he didn't block a whole bunch. First thing, I'm going to go here, spend a bonus token. Again, I can plant for going there. I can plant twice. And this is a pretty obvious move right here. I'm going to put both these, because I have their buildings now to place them. Place both these into this right here. So this field has a level 3 and a level 4 wine of different colors. I'm also going to go ahead and build a structure. And I'm going to build the small cellar. So that's going to cost 4. And that's going to go way down here on my board right there. This will allow me to get the higher level wines up there. And I'm going to actually save both my workers for the next season because I want to make sure I can train another worker, but I also want to use this one right here to harvest another field. So I'm going to save that. We're going to see, first I draw cards. I'm going to draw another blue card here. Ooh, another one of these to help me make wine. So the making wine spot won't get blocked as much. I have 2 cards go there, but let's see what he blocks. So he's going to block, draw a card, and make up to 2 wines. So that's actually not mean at all this time. I'm gonna be able to do both things I want to do. So I want to go ahead and harvest. That's really important. Maybe the most important thing is if I don't start getting grapes out here, they won't be able to age to high enough levels to actually use them. So I got the harvest. Then last thing I'm just going to go right here, have exactly enough money, 4 coins, and I'm going to train another worker. I don't know if I'll train that last worker, but I feel like at least having 5 workers is pretty important in this game. And now I will collect my workers up. Ooh, I've been forgetting about my bonus. I have a yoke. I gotta start the game with a yoke right here, which basically gives me a spot I can put my guy on to harvest. So I don't have to worry about my harvest of field getting blocked. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, I can't forget about that spot that I have. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this green card right here. I think like I want to see the green one, the possibility of getting one more thing I can plant could be kind of cool. So, okay, that's actually a pretty good one because I kind of want some low value wines to do some low value orders. So worked out pretty well. Before I get too excited though, let's see what he blocks. So he's going to block the Give It Tour, ooh, and the plant. Those are both things I want to do this turn. So that's going to make it interesting because I really want to plant and get these 2 things out there into this field. And I kind of want to give it tour because I want to get some money to start getting the large cellar here. So I have to rethink what I'm going to do on my turn. I'm going to use my yellow card. So that's why it's nice to draw at least a couple of these yellow cards. You can have some other ways of getting things done. This says draw a green card and plant 1 green card. I'm going to draw a green card and I'm going to plant a green card. So I can pick anything I want. I'm going to pick that one I just picked. Doesn't matter. One of those 2 are the same thing. This just gives me 1 of each color wine in a different area. So I really, really like that card there. Okay, so I can't build a structure because I have no money. I don't really use my Grande up to get this, give it to her. So this didn't help me. I got plenty of green cards for the rest of the game, actually. I can't do that. So I'm ready for the next season. And I'm going to draw, it might seem a little weird, but I'm going to go for another blue card. As the game progresses, you really want more blue cards because they sometimes help you more in the late game. Like that one right there. That says fill a wine order and gain an extra victory point. So this gives me a spot I can fill even if the fill spot is blocked at the end of the game. Okay, let's see what he blocks here. So play a blue card and fill an order. That's a pretty cruel card right there because it blocks the spot to fill and it blocks the spot to play in the exact same turn. So that kind of stinks. I'm going to first go here. I'm going to harvest the field. I'm going to harvest my big field and get another 3 and a 4. Oops, I should have aged my grapes last time. Got to do that. So that should have both aged one up. So I'm going to go 3 and a 4 here. Before I do anything else, I think this will work out perfect. I'm going to go here. I'm going to actually spend a bonus token because it's really important for me to get more purples and I don't want to do one at a time. So I'm going to grab 2 more purple cards and see what comes out. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, so I have a 9 right here. That is, I think if I'm counting this right, that is almost absolutely perfect. So what I want to do is I want to first go to harvest my own field. So I have this field I haven't harvested yet. It gives me 1 of each, which is, this just worked out perfectly. So what I want to do is this right here. The reason this works out so well is I might be able to get 10 victory points out of these 2 cards here. They're both really powerful without ever having to build the large cellar. And here's how I'm going to use my Grande worker. I'm going to take this play a blue card action space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this zoologist, make 2 wines of level value 4 or greater, even if you haven't upgraded your cellar. So I can make these wines even if I haven't upgraded the cellar yet. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to combine this 3 white and 4 red and make a level 7, which is this one right here that I need. It's easy to lose track of this sometimes, what you're doing. So this one just gets discarded. I'm also going to combine this 4 and this 5 to make the highest level wine down here, which they call sparkling. I need 2 reds. I'm going to spend this red one as well and 1 white. That equals 10. So I just go to the highest available spot, which is 9. I spent a 4 and a 5 and a 1. So that one goes right there. Then I'm also, that's 2 wines. So I can't make any more wine. So I can't possibly fill both these, but I did spend this card and do this right here. So that was awesome. So I might not ever build a highest level cellar because that's really expensive. I need to get 6 more gold, which is going to be me heating this spot right here many more times. So we'll see if that ever happens. But also, I want to use the bonus action here. It's my last bonus token. When I first played Viticulture, I always hung on to these. Like, what if I needed more? And I realized that if you can save yourself a turn and just play the bonus action. So hopefully I'm right in saying that, but it feels like the right move. So I'm going to spend this bonus action. I'm going to spend a second blue card. So this one right here tells me I can fill an order and gain an extra victory point. So I'm going to go right here. And the order I'm going to fill is the only one I can fill right now because I don't have all the requirements for this one yet, but I was able to make that 9 right there. So I'm going to fill this 9 order with this one way off the top here. This is now filled. So when you ship an order out, you spend the wine. I get 5 victory points for doing that. I finally scored. Then also I get 2 residual income, which I'll show you that means just a second. This gets discarded because I did fill this. I'm going to consolidate all my cards down to a smaller space here. Okay, so I won't forget this time I'm going to age my wines. I actually can age this wine, I just checked in the rule book. It's kind of confusing because I don't have the cellar, but you're allowed to age up to the top of your cellar. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one here. I'm going to age this one right here. I retrieve all my workers. So now I collect residual income. My wine bottle sitting here on number 2, because I sold that wine there, basically gave myself more fame for my winery. So I collect 2 free coins every turn, which would be pretty cool here. So that's gonna go right there. I discard down the 7 cards. I'm actually right at 7 this turn, so it's perfect. Oops, I forgot. I am gaining a victory point for doing that because this thing here says fill a wine and gain an extra victory point. So I should be at 6 victory points right now. All right, so for the next year, I'm going to gain a coin. That's gonna be my bonus for this round. So I'm gonna get a free coin. Okay, so let's see what he blocks in this season. He's gonna block build 1 structure. He's also going to block, there's not enough things there. He's gonna block sell 1 and also play a yellow card. You know, it might sound a little crazy, but I'm not going to go to any spots this time. I think I'm good. If I had enough money now, I might build a structure for victory points. I'm afraid if I use a worker for doing that, then I build a Grande to do that. I can't save just 3 normal workers for next season. So I think with that, I'm already done with the season. I'm not going to place any workers. So I'm going to go ahead and gain another blue card when I do that because I really want to see again to get something in the fill order. Interesting, age all wine in your cellar twice. I kind of like that card. Let's see what he blocks real quick here. So he's going to block fill an order. Of course he'd block fill an order and make up to 2 wines. So Not the best, not the worst. So I'm going to start out by harvesting both my fields. I'm going to do both at once. You can't harvest the same field twice in a turn, so I'm going to harvest this one once and that one once. So I get a 3 and a 4. Then I also get a 1 and a 1 for this one right here. Okay, so I'm going to go right here to play a blue card. I'm going to play the Supervisor. I get to make up to 2 wines. I get a victory point for every sparkling wine I make. I don't have any sparkling wine this time, but that's okay. I'm going to definitely fill this order here. So I want to make a 3 because that gives me that goal. Why not make a 1? And I'm going to make a 2 in here. It's interesting. I don't want to run into a situation where I can't get a level 5 grape in time. So I think I will use my bonus token. If I lose by 1 point, I'm going to be not happy. I'm going to use my bonus token here and go ahead and do this. And this is going to say upgrade everything in my cellar twice. I'm going to move that up twice, move this up twice, move that up twice and that twice. I'm just worried about getting a situation at the end of the game where I don't have a level 5. Actually, hang on, you know what would be a lot smarter? Would be to say I'm making the level 1 and aging that one twice so I can keep my higher level value for something later, because I'm going to go here this turn actually, and I'm going to spend my 7, which I'm going to do 9. I'm going to spend a 3 and fill another order right here. So that would be a lot smarter to do it that way, basically so I can keep my higher level 2 in case I need that before the end of the game. So I get 5 victory points for that. I'm up to 6. I get 2 residual income. Now the only thing this last worker could do is he can't train a worker, I don't have money. He could draw some cards or gain 1 coin. I wouldn't have plenty of money at the end of the game, so I'm just going to draw a card, just see if something else comes out that's even better than what I currently have. Okay, now with that draw, I'm ready for the next season. So I'm going to age all my grapes and wines. That all goes up, that goes up, that goes up. Collect all my workers. I'm going to collect residual income, which right now that sits at 4 residual income. And I'm going to choose the next wake up order, which I'm going to do the victory point one right here. Okay, I'm going to see what he blocks real quick here. That's nothing for the spring, so I'm going to keep drawing cards. So he blocks 2 things, draw a card, and give it to her to gain 2. That doesn't hurt me at all. Okay, so I'm going to try to pick up a couple more victory points here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a structure. I'm actually going to build my windmill, which costs 5. So it's most of my money. You won't use money at the end of the game anyway, so I'm going to spend 5 right now. I'm going to put my windmill out here. What the windmill does is it gives you a victory point once per turn if you plant a grape, which is going to seem interesting, but I think that's going to be worth it right now because I need just a couple more victory points. I'm going to put this pignon right here, which might help in other ways, but it especially helps that it gives me a victory point to do that. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next season and just draw another card here. Ooh, nice. Make up to 3 wines. That could be pretty cool. Let's see what he blocks. Please don't be too mean. He's going to block Harvest. I didn't want him to block Harvest, but I guess he did. He's going to also block Fill. Oh, and he's also going to block Draw a Purple Card. That doesn't matter. The Harvest is pretty mean. I don't like the fact that he blocked Fill because I really want to try to get 2 Fill actions on 1 turn. But so once again, if I want to fill, I'm going to have to use my Grande for that. Okay, so I will harvest once, and I have a 3 and a 4. And then I'm going to go here and play a blue card. Now I use this blue card to do the or, which is or make up to 3 wines. I'm going to do my 4 and my 5, which the 4 I guess gets knocked down to a 3, but it doesn't really matter. Then my third one, I'm going to make this level 3 one right here. Then for my last action, I'm going to fill a wine. I will fill this one right here. I will spend my 5, and I will spend my 3. And that says I get 4 victory points, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another residual income, so I maxed out now at 5. And also I'm going to spend my bonus token to pick up that extra victory point, which you can do. So I am right there. All right, that is the end of the second to last season. So I got to do one more time. I'm going to age all my grapes, age my wine. I'm going to retrieve workers, collect residual income, so I get 5 this turn, which could matter here in a second. Then I'm going to take the last bonus, which has no bonus with it, just gives me this little glass cube to spend. And let's see what he blocks. So he's going to block the give it to her, and he's going to block build a structure, and he's going to block, oh, he blocked everything. So interesting. I thought I might actually build this tasting room here, which could give me 1 more victory point, but instead of going that route, I will simply plant 1 more grape. Actually, all these grapes end up being used. I can fit only 5 into this spot right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I put my last white one right here. Not that I'll ever use it. Remember, with my windmill, I get a free victory point whenever I plant. So that is going to really help. And with that, I'm just going to go to the next season and draw 1 last blue card. All right, let's see final season what he blocks. So he's going to block the play blue card naturally. Please don't block Phil. He's going to block make up to 2 wine. So hey, he didn't block the fill this time. All right, so just for fun at the end of the game, I'm going to go right here and draw a purple card, make sure nothing of more value comes out. Well, that is of slightly more value, so why not have a little fun with this? So I'm going to go here and harvest a field. I get a 4 and a 5, sorry, a 3 and a 4. Then I'm going to use my Grande and go to the make a wine spot. I'm going to make both of these, the 3 and the 3, into a level 6 here. And then for my very last action, I'll put this right here and fill this final order. I need a 4 and I need a 4 of white. So that's this one right here. And I would take both those off. This is worth 4 victory points, 1, 2, 3, 4. And why not spend the bonus token and get 1 more victory point out of there? So I ended up with 24 points to his 20. So beat the game on hard mode. That was so much fun. This is such a good game. I mean, I've played this solo mode so many times. I've never tried on the hard setting, like I said, but that was totally worth it. You know, I'm not necessarily drawn to I'm going to beat the game on the hardest mode, hardest setting, but I have played Viticulture a lot, so I feel like the normal mode was probably just getting a little easy. So this added challenge of it made it so much harder that he was always blocking. I didn't have any freebie seasons. There were no seasons where there's just no guys out there or one guy. There was always multiple spots blocked. Made it so much harder, but also so much more engaging. I mean, I got to actually fight till the very last season. I didn't know I had really won it till I saw what cards he flipped over in the spring of the 7th season. I was like, okay, now I know I got it. Whereas before I play games definitely on normal, where I get about to the 4th season, I'm like, yeah, I know I got this. It just has to play out now. In case you're curious, I played hard mode. There's actually one more difficulty level below that called very hard. The only tweak though is that he starts at 23 points instead of 20, and I ended with 24. So I had exactly enough points to beat the solo opponent at the very hardest setting. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. This was such a good run of this game. You know, not every run of a game in solo mode is going to be the same level of competition and fun, and this one just worked out really well. I was given a couple lucky cards, I got a couple bad blocks. It just really balanced out and turned out to be just a really good play. So if you enjoy it, of course, go down below, hit that like button, while helps the channel out. Also, if you want to subscribe, I have a lot more playthroughs like this, solo ones. I also have a lot of group playthroughs and also lots of reviews on the channel. See ya.